Right, hi everyone. Thought I'd give a little update on how the tank's going. It's been cycling for 2 weeks today, and it's going through the ugly stage. So if you just look, I've added a few pieces of live rock. I've re-changed the aquascape again. All looking okay. Basically, there's loads of, I think they're called diatoms, building up all over the rock, which is good. So I'm hoping it means it's slowly cycling. I did have a coral in my other tank that was slowly not opening, so I've just added it to this tank to see if it does anything. But at the minute, it's not looking sad. It's not opening, but it didn't open in the other tank, so I'll just monitor it and see how it goes. Yeah, I've just cleaned the glass for the first time today. I haven't cleaned the back glass, there's loads of rubbish. Dropped in a few blocks of fish food from Easy Reefs Mastic. I think there's a piece down here somewhere, and you see there's mould on it, which I'm hoping, which means ammonia should be starting to build up nicely. I have got an ammonia test kit, but it is over a year old, and although I've only used it a couple of times when I set up my last tank, I'm not sure whether I should trust it, so I'm going to have to buy a new ammonia test kit next week. Everything's going okay. Heater seems to be keeping a good temperature. I've noticed a lot of rubbish down the bottom of the tank at the minute, down in the bottom, loads of dust and that, which has probably come off the light from the rock and the substrate. I'm changing the floss quite often, and you see it's dirty again already, so let's change that. Yeah, it's pulling out loads of dirt, which is good. Got a little piece of sponge in the bottom just to support it for now. Yeah, overall quite happy with the system. Looking forward, hopefully once if I know the nitrates, once ammonia and that's dropped to nitrite, I'm hoping maybe I can get a few clean-up crew in there and start cleaning things up. And yeah, we'll see how it goes for the next few weeks. The one negative I'd found with the tank, I don't know if you can hear it on this phone, but you can hear it's quite quiet at the minute, but you do get, trying to zoom in or get in, the hood seems to get a lot of vibration from the pump, and you get quite an annoying vibrating noise all the time. So I'm probably going to change the return pump in the next week or so for something. I'm hoping an Eheim one will be more quieter. Yeah, apart from that, the heater's doing its job, seems to be keeping it constant, but I think it should be. I think I've set it on 26. Yep, it's 26. So that's doing its job. 26.5. So it's keeping things stable. However, I'm not entirely happy with the heater where it is, because I do want to use the first section just for mechanical. So I'm going to put just floss and maybe a little bit of I'm going to upgrade it in a few weeks to the intake media baskets, so I can change this. But I'm just going to have floss and then maybe a bit of sponge or something just to trap the waste here. And I do want to use a centre chamber to run chemical like phosphate, carbon, and maybe polyfilter or something like that, just so there. And I may add Biohome Ultra, so it's supposed to be quite good for biological bacteria, looking after it. But then I was hoping my live rock would do the main job, but I'm not sure yet. Yeah, so apart from that, the return pump does seem to work okay. There is lacking in a bit of power. I'm not quite sure what Eheim powerhead return pump to go for, because some people say they put in the 600 and some people say they put in 1000, but I'm not really. I was going to go for the 600 because I'm going to add a powerhead later for extra flow. So I'm thinking maybe a 600 would be better, so the water flows slower through the filter system and maybe does a better filtration job. But I'm not quite sure on that one. Not really bothered about the little hole in the thing. It does put in a little bit, but it doesn't seem to do a lot. And if I find later on, I might block it up. Not sure. I've removed. I wasn't really sure what the surface intake sort of skimmer was for, and I did leave it on, but it just seems to block the flow and doesn't seem to make anything better. Since I've taken it off as well, I find the water level in the actual sump area stays equal to the tank. so it's actually better without it. Yeah, the light on top actually gets very hot, which I don't like because I'm probably going to have heat issues. And I'd say the worst thing about it is when you take this hood off for any maintenance, you do get loads of condensation everywhere, and it just drips water all over the place. So I have to get ready with towels because I've got plug sockets on the floor, and I have to put all towels around it just to catch all the drips. And then plus you clean the glass and you get drips of water down it. So I love the look of it, I love the hood, I love everything about it. Really, this is why I bought it. But it is an annoying feature that it drips so much water everywhere. So I'd say that's the most annoying feature about it. I'm also going to add a small LED blue, probably go for a blue LED light, just a spotlight, and I'm going to try and fix it probably along the back somewhere, aiming up, so it's not too strong, just to come on early in the morning and then go off late at night, just as a pre-light. So because I actually think that this white light that comes on, it could startle the fish. It's quite bright, so they'd be going from an instant the light off darkness into complete light. And although they get a bit light from obviously the windows and everything, I still say it would shock them and just stress them out a bit. So I'm going to try and fit a blue spotlight somewhere along the back and put it on a timer to come on maybe an hour before the main light comes on, just maybe to stop any stress on the fish. So yeah, that's it so far, coming on nicely. Yeah, and that's it. I'll still planning fish, not sure what to put in it. I was going to go with clowns, but I really wanted a black and white clowns. I've seen black and white Ocellaris clowns, but I'm not sure really whether it's a good idea. Yeah, I'm just not sure the tank's big enough for clowns. I'm probably going to go with a tail spot blenny. They're nice characters, and they eat algae and stuff. And I've had one years ago, and they were really nice fish. And I might go, I'm thinking of adding, I've never had them, but I'm not sure if I can add more than one, but I'm going to go for a couple of small blue neon gobies. And then maybe something to go on to sit on a substrate. I've thought about trying a goby and a shrimp, pistol shrimp. I did have one years ago, and the clicking noise used to drive me crazy, so I'm not sure, but I do like the way they live in a little hole together, so I'll think about that as an option. So maybe, and then probably putting maybe 4 fish in the tank. I'm not sure, maybe 3, because I would have liked something that swam about a little bit. Maybe I was thinking maybe a small damsel. I think someone said a sapphire blue damsel. I know everyone says damsels can be pretty nasty when they get as they age, as they mature, so I'm not sure. Or maybe a firefish, but then firefish is the same shape as the tail spot blenny, so they may not get on either, so I'm not sure that's a good idea. So really not sure, being such a small tank, I'm really not quite sure what fish to put in it at the minute. I keep looking over and over, but so if anyone's got any suggestions what might go together, put it in the comments below. So yeah, that's the tank so far, coming on nicely. I'm pleased with it. So anyway, thanks, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.